Today, our Eli Brand got an exclusive look inside the gym that's set to reopen soon. It's a story that you'll only see on ABC News 4.
That's right, Tessa. Some of the improvements include a new ring, new bags, new gloves, headgear, and a whole lot more. Now, a lot of that cash was donated by citizens and the city government because of what they called Hollywood's legacy. But it's Hollywood's dream, motivating former students of his to keep the doors at 1099 King Street open.
Punching.
You're gonna learn to keep this left hand up.
Training.
This is my fighter right here, okay?
Getting back in the fight.
1099 King Street.
Back here.
At times one of the loudest places on the block.
At home.
And they're gonna get that village. They're gonna get that feeling of family, like all of the guys you met before. Those are my brothers.
Eli Meggett isn't brothers by blood with anyone here.
And these guys are only a fraction of what Charleston has gotten out of this building.
But they all have the same father in this old firehouse on King Street, founded by his father, Hollywood Meggett.
He was able to enjoy a lot of success of these younger guys, or older guys now, when they were kids.
Who opened these doors in the early 1980s, not just to build champions, but to make men and women out of boys and girls.
You know, you go through this crew of people, you'll see engineers, master carpenters, firemen, police officers, doctors, nurses. So this building's a testament to that. I'm glad she's still here. She's still standing strong.
You got gloves in that bag?
Hollywood's legacy, many of the people you see every day.
Left, right, left.
Earned through blood, sweat, and tears.
People love it and people are magnetized to it because they know what it did for them.
And even though Hollywood passed away a year ago, you can't see it in person. Everyone here is because of him on his birthday.
91 years old. We did it, Hollywood.
Left, right, left.
To make sure the kids in the Holy City
Beautiful.
have a chance to gain their halos.
Hollywood kind of makes you see what you're worth and helps you get there.
Seeing what they're worth in the place it all started.
I'm so thankful and grateful to see this.
Started by one of the best to ever do it.
I wish he would have seen it.
Kept going by his students.
Happy birthday, Hollywood!
For the next to do it.
Happy birthday, Hollywood!
The work's not done yet, though. The gym still needs a little more help. It needs more money to get much needed equipment before it can officially open. You can help them out by following the links on my Facebook and Twitter pages.
Well, happening today, the historic Charleston Boxing Club is going to host its grand reopening. It has been closed for 2 years now. Harshawn Mahoney is live outside of the club's gym on King Street. So, Sean, you talked to the president of the boxing club. What's the feeling going into today's reopening?
Well, Brody, the one word that came out of Eli Meggett's mouth the most when I talked to him, excitement. And over the nearly 45 years that the historic Charleston Boxing Gym was open, countless boxers from Muhammad Ali to Sugar Ray Robinson stepped through these doors. And now today, Low Country natives will get the chance to do so once again. Now, the boxing gym closed, like we said, a little over 2 years ago. It was forced to close as the city deemed the building to be too old and unsafe. But the renovations on this building are now complete, and Meggett says they are finally ready to start changing lives for the new generation of boxers.
But this is the historic gym. And it's such the magnitude of people and the love that we get and the support. It's only right. It's time. We're trying to save lives and change lives. You know, like my father always said, I don't want to just make them a champion in the ring. I want to make them champions outside the ring. You know, and that's our motto. That's our mission. That's the same thing we started out with. That's the same thing we continue with.
Now, the official reopening will take place at 3 o'clock this afternoon. Mayor John Tecklenburg and other members of City Council are expected to attend, and the Moja Arts Administration will be awarding a plaque to the club in honor of the late boxing coach Hollywood Meggett. Now, today is an even more special day for the Meggett family, as it's what would have been Hollywood Meggett's 91st birthday. And coming up in a half hour, hear from the Meggett family on how they say they plan to honor the life and legacy of Hollywood Meggett with the grand reopening of the historic boxing gym.
Bystander caught in the crossfire this weekend after a bullet grazed her head.
Yeah, horrifying moments there. Charleston Clark sat down with Joyce Neesmith, who took us through the emotional day and her mission moving forward.
Right here inside Beyond Our Walls, there was gunfire through the wall. Joyce Neesmith was saved by inches. Today, she shared her story and talked about how this shooting will not stop her from providing a safe haven for children.
I was in the process of doing some paperwork, and I moved here to put some forms in, and all of a sudden I felt this pain, this in my head. And then boom, 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 I heard shots, so I kind of fell on the floor, which I think the shot might have kind of helped me.
Joyce Neesmith never saw it coming. The founder of a nonprofit learning center for kids called Beyond Our Walls happened to be at the office on a Saturday. She was one of 4 people shot.
Basically, I was concerned about what kind of damage that this bullet might have done, because I know when you have a head trauma, any type of head trauma, especially something that going into your skull, it could cause neurological problems. I could have had, injuries that I would not have been able to live the life that I've been accustomed to living.
The coroner says 15-year-old Jameer Moody was shot and died at Sean Jenkins Children's Hospital. Neesmith wants her nonprofit to be a safe haven for kids and to help get them off the streets.
This was not something that I had ever experienced in the 8 years I've been here. I think it was not directed toward those. I just think it was a ricochet type situation where kids out there shooting guns or someone shooting. But I do feel that we need to figure out how can we work with some of our young children and get them so that they would feel more hopeful than to make a choice to want to get involved with weapons and violent crimes against each other.
Neesmith posted a message to Facebook a day after the shooting. First, to show that she's okay, and also to push for change, which she hopes to work on over the next month alongside other community groups. Neesmith says one thing they want is bulletproof covering over the windows so this doesn't happen again.